There we go, folks. Alrighty. Go, guys.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Koby from Body Slim Media Productions, and I'm here right now with CEO of Big Ramp Enterprises, Big Ramp.
They know that though. They see me. I'm sitting right outside of you.
Of course,
they see that.
He's the leader of the Shut Your Face Club.
Don't play at me.
And of course, right now, I'd like to introduce he's the cameraman, but he is the CEO of Full Corner Photography.
He's not just the cameraman. He is the cameraman. How about that?
And I'm off time the janitor and the chauffeur.
Yes, us media moguls are here in studio, as you see, via GulfCoastWrestlingReview.com, Full Corner Photography, Body Slim Media Productions, and Big Ramp Enterprises.com.
Yeah, BigRampEnterprises.com. Log on, sign up today.
And if I may interrupt,
we live, baby. We live.
And we are all conglomerated.
Peter Piper picks out peppers.
Did you just say conglomerated? High five, Kobe. High five.
They're using those.
They taught me some big words.
Big college words. Big college words, folks.
Don't you leave him hanging over there. Don't leave him hanging over there.
It was kind of. It's still moist from the last time we touched it.
Man. So what we got? What do we have on the agenda for today?
On the agenda, well, of course, in 3 months, less than 3 months actually, we have a plethora of shows, 20 different shows going on in the matter of a few days. And oh my goodness, WrestleMania weekend's coming up here in New Orleans really soon, starting on April 5th.
I for one can't wait.
It's been 4 years, and I didn't think it could get any better than what it was 4 years ago, but it's tripled as far as on the quality of all the promotions coming in, and we're ecstatic. But yeah, as I said, April 5th will be on a Thursday. We're going to kick everything off on that day, of course, as there will be 3 different shows on April 5th, 4 different shows. Because let's see, at the Sugar Mill.
Okay, at Sugar Mill.
Wildcat Sports will start at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Right across the street from WrestleMania Access at the Dutch Oven Convention Center.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there doing Radio Row, so make sure y'all come. If y'all see me, come check me out. You already know what it's in for.
And right after Wildcat Sports at the Sugar Mill, you will have the WrestleCon Super Show. And of course, now WrestleCon will actually be at the Sheraton downtown. No wrestling will be at the Sheraton. But all the wrestling shows will be at the Sugar Mill, which is, of course, across from WrestleMania Access. You can literally throw a shoe, and strike there.
A really big shoe.
Really big shoe. It's size 13. And WrestleCon Super Show. And that same day on April 5th on Thursday, there will be 2 shows at the Poggers Train Center in Kenner, not far from the International Airport.
I'm proud that you actually got the words Poggers Train out of that mouth.
Now say Kenna Bra.
Kenna Bra?
No, Bra.
Bra.
Word to Skippy.
Oh, Skippy the rep? Oh. Okay, anyway. But yes, April 5th on Thursday at the Palm Street Center in Kenner, you will also have, at the same time Wildcat and WrestleCon Super Shows going on, you will have Evolve Wrestling. They're out of Florida. WWN is putting on a huge fan fest at the Palm Street Center. The Evolve Wrestling show starts at 8 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, April 5th. And at midnight, or 11:55 p.m., Beyond Wrestling, way up there out of Rhode Island, New Jersey area up north, is coming down to NOLA for one night only at midnight on April 5th. Can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome. And so yes, the very next day, April 6th, Friday, we'll see at the Sugar Mill. Yeah. Oh, here's something we really can't wait for. The Crash Lucha Libre will start at noon at the Sugar Mill. And keep in mind, WrestleMania Access is across the street.
And I'm gonna be there on Radio Row once again, just doing interviews. You see me holler. Every time you bring that up, I'm gonna say that. That's free plug for me. Okay.
That's it. Crash Lucha Libre at noon on Friday, April 6th. 4 p.m. that afternoon, we have at the United Kingdom. We have Revolution Pro coming down.
Rev Pro was down.
Looking forward to seeing them and all the top tier talents from the UK. And that night at 9 p.m. at the Sugar Mill, Impact Wrestling is going live. Just like we are now, us media moguls. And So yes, that's on Friday, April 6th. Now those 3 shows, the Crash Lucha, Rev Pro, and Impact, will be at the Sugar Mill at the same time at the Ponga Train Center in Kenner. Representing the United Kingdom there will be Progress Wrestling. That starts at noon.
All right.
And of course, Evolve Wrestling is having their second show at 4 p.m. And the WWN Live Super Show starts at 8 p.m., which is right after the Evolve show at the Ponga Train Center. And that night at 8 o'clock, midnight, never mind. Yeah, of course, 8 o'clock is the WWN Super Show. At midnight, 11:55, we have GCW presents Joey Janela's Spring Bash 2. I've heard a lot about his first Spring Bash, and I heard it was pretty epic.
It was epic. It was a big event. Joey always does it big, so you know what I'm saying. It's always going to be a epic thing, and he bringing it down to the Big Easy this year, so it's going to be real. It's going to be a shindig, a thing to do.
Right. So yeah, of course, April 6th, 3 shows at the Sugar Mill, and 4 shows at the Ponga Train Center, and that's all Friday, April 6th. Now for Saturday, the even bigger day, I like to start it off.
But why is Saturday even bigger?
Sabato. Yeah, they got that Sabato.
And of course, Saturday will be, of course, close to the day before WrestleMania. And I have to start it off with the Seeger Center in Chalmette, Louisiana. It's going to be like an Ultimate Legends Mid-South Fan Fest. This is something this is going to be very, very interesting and something I'm looking forward to.
I've got underwear in my drawers older than you. Hand that over here.
Yep, give it to the specialist.
Let the elders tell the kids around the fire some camp stories.
And speaking of John Paul, I have to give a shout out to him. If you go on Body Slamming Productions YouTube channel,
You burning your hand in the campfire.
that's hot I am. But look up Jimmy Valiant's Boogie
But
Woogie
you gonna
Camp
burn your
Tour.
hair. You gonna burn the hair off your home. You gonna burn your
Do
Yeti
not
hair.
fill the studio with Wookiee hair smell.
You gonna burn your Yeti hair. He called Yeti, folks. Yeah.
But yes, Jimmy Valiant's Boogie Woogie Camp Tour. He did the entire tour by himself, on film. I had a little.
All right. Wait. I understand that we talking shop right now, but I have a question to ask you just now. If he did the tour by himself,
We kind of.
no. If you filmed it,
Do it.
okay, I just want you to think, McFly. Think. If you filmed it and he didn't do it by himself because y'all were there, okay,
At the same time.
at the same damn time.
It was actually a joint chiefs of staff meeting that went awry, and Koby, unfortunately, at the time, I do believe that our gypsy grandfather was trying to get young Koby to start wrestling at that point. I mean, Boogie Woogie took a look at young GQ Valiant here. You know, just a little step above everybody else. The presentation, the way he styles and profiles. You know, he don't got much little shake in his ass, but you know he might have a little shuck and jive.
For insurance purposes.
A little.
I feel honored.
But folks, we're going to get on back to business at hand, and we're going to talk about that Mid-South Wrestling Legends Fest. Look, folks, this is not only a fest, it's a reunion, a fan fest, and a super event at the Seeger Center. The Seeger Center is the home, one of the homes of Mid-South. That's right, Bill Watts from Mid-South. Everybody knows it's famous. Everybody knows that it originally got its start with Leroy McGurk and being tri-state wrestling back in the day. My grandpa and mama uncles and stepbrothers and everybody back in the day, they can remember the tri-states wrestling before Mid-South. But folks, we're going to have, this show is going to be a huge conjunction with over 7 different top name companies across the Gulf. We have Continental Championship Wrestling. We have stars from UWF. We have stars from World Class Championship Wrestling. We have stars all the way from Florida Championship Wrestling, Georgia Championship Wrestling, CWA, and Mid-Atlantic, folks. That's on Saturday, April 7th, and I guarantee you, they're going to have them hanging from the rafters, just like Ricky and Robert said, baby. Rock and roll. Thank you, guys.
All under one roof, too. That one event, all under one roof. Can't beat that. And that's in Chalmette, which is 15 minutes from downtown. New Orleans, that is. So, of course, and that's on April 7th, Saturday, of course. On that same day, 7th, my goodness, there's so much. We'll start with the, let's see, the Seeger Center has Chalmette.
It's like sitting next to Max Headroom. He's like really Max Headroom.
So electrified the signs, Phil.
It's Max Headroom.
The signs can't even take
Max Headroom. Because folks,
the lights melted.
Look, folks, you can't see the back of his head. The back of his head really just keeps scratching the back of the wall, and it knocked down the sign. I mean, it's just all bad for Max Headroom right here.
I need double pay. I'm doing double work now.
We need to hire a janitor.
Zingies.
But the 7th, Saturday, April 7th, of course, we had the Seeger Center, Mid-South Legends Fest, of course, going on in Chalmette. At the same time, at the Uno Lakefront Arena.
That is the UNO Lakefront Arena. If you call it the UNO Lakefront Arena, just because you went overseas and met some people and did some diplomatic things for insurance purposes.
That is right now.
For insurance
purposes. But, yeah, the UNO Lakefront Arena.
That's right, University of New Orleans.
That's not UNO, not the cause. You cannot draw folk.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor presents their 12th annual Supercard of Honor show, of course, at the Lakefront Arena. I went to the Supercard of Honor show 4 years ago at the Alario Center, and goodness, it was a packed house, and every single match was unbelievably amazing.
Let's talk about the Supercard of Honor for a minute. We know for a fact that Kenny Omega is going to be in the building.
Kenny Omega will be at the Lakefront Arena.
And The Elite is going to be there too.
And that starts at 7:30 at the Lakefront Arena.
Once a week.
All be Ring of Honor, top tier talents.
And my biggest fear is that Tanaka is going to come back to try to finish me off.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Tanaka, if you had not seen the footage, somewhere, okay, it was Kevin Steen versus Masato Tanaka. Coming up on 4 years ago at the Sugar Mill, and Tanaka went to hit Kevin Steen with the steel chair. Kevin Steen dodged the chair, and JP was right behind the rails, about to eat a chair shot, and JP just so happened to duck. So if he didn't duck, he probably would not be here right now.
Or I'd be drooling into a cup.
He's very fleet of foot. Fleet of foot.
That was close.
I got good moves for a fat guy.
But yes, ROH at the Lakefront Arena, and of course, at the Pocket Train Center.
Of course.
At the Pocket Train Center in Kenner on Saturday, April 7th, you have Progress. It's having their second show. Of course, they're from the UK. They're having their starts at noon, and after that at 4 p.m., Shimmer Women's Wrestling will be kicking off with a bang at 4 p.m. And this is all at Pocket Train Center. And Style Battle Wrestling, starts at 8 p.m. That sounds very fun. And speaking of fun, midnight on Saturday.
That right there, that is fun. That is absolute fun. I had the chance to work for that right there. Kaiju Big Battel.
Kaiju Big Battel.
Yeah, because I make sure you said it right. Big Battel.
I've been a fan for many years.
Big Battel. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see that.
As somebody that has watched the original black and white Godzilla with and without the words at the bottom, I was pleasantly pleased when I first saw and heard of Kaiju Big Battel.
JP, photographer, lead, thank you, picture, thanks.
Also, while that's going on at the Seeger Center and Pocket Train Center, bring them over to the Sugar Mill all on Saturday on April 7th. That morning at the Sugar Mill, you have Sammy Callahan's The Wrestling Revolver, Pancakes and Pile Drivers, and that starts at 11 a.m. in the morning. We're going to wake up early. Pass the pancake.
What about for our Hebrew-speaking people? Don't we get bagels, blitzes, and like belly splashes?
No.
You remember the bagel we had with Dusty Rhodes?
Worst breakfast ever.
Now, what did Dusty Rhodes...
Greatest company in the world to have with Barry Windham and Dusty Rhodes talking shop about hog hunting over there and outside of Ochalachi, Florida, but the worst breakfast ever.
Went down yonder in Ochalachi.
So it was worse. Was it really worse than that breakfast that we had with Austin Adler, like earlier? Like it was worse than that one?
No, because Austin bought, and he never buys. So I felt that the hotel free breakfast in the morning when he offered it to us was really he extended that branch. I took it.
And speaking of Austin Idol, he's currently
Give it
managing.
up for Austin Adler, folks.
He's currently managing Nick Aldis, the current NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
I'm not. Oh, God, I can't believe you went there. Do you not understand that when Ramp and I made that trip out there to Dothan, Alabama, in the middle of the sticks, neither one of our phones worked out there. We used a Tom from 1996. It didn't work out there. We broke out and tried to get to a store where they had a map. But guess what? The person that was working the store couldn't even tell us where the high school was because he's never gone. So how the hell are they going to read the map? We was in Dothan, Alabama, and we was in Callaway, Florida.
You should have had my phone GPS.
But
I gave Austin Idol a briefcase. Said briefcase with said things in it, with strict instructions to bring me Nick Aldis to take away the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Why'd you go there? And then I get to see the 10 pounds of gold on TV. The 10 pounds of gold is on TV, Koby. And guess what he's doing? He's flashing around money. He's giving Nick Aldis money. You know where that money came from? The Bank of the Enterprise.
Straight out of the Enterprise.
the
Wow.
offshore account, the really good one, the one that don't bounce.
It's the one that don't have the Trigger Man beat with it.
Trigger mine.
But yes, I digress.
The audacity of you.
Got on fire. Jesus.
Big Rip has left the building.
What are we going to do now? I can't carry this by myself, and look at you. You just started doing this stuff. Alrighty, folks. It looks like we're going to continue up this wrap up. Koby, let's go ahead and catch in with what we got to finish this up.
Of course, all the shows we've listed for April 7th on Saturday. Of course.
Sorry.
I apologize.
Will you stop?
So, the Wrestling Revolver, 11 a.m. On Saturday, April 7th. Also, 4 p.m., you have, CZW, Combat Zone Wrestling, Wrestling Fear CZW, don't forget that.
That is the place where Nick Aldis took the NWA World Heavyweight Championship from Tim Stone.
Oh, why did you go to this?
Combat Zone Wrestling, 4 p.m. Saturday at the Sugar Mill. And of course, to wrap everything up, for WrestleMania weekend, you have Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore at supposedly 9 p.m., but all we know is it's going to start an hour after NXT. But one thing we do know is Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore will be on April 7th on Saturday night.
Tommy Dreamer challenged for the NWA World Title. He is weak.
Ramp, calm down.
Oh!
I know this has been building since Busting for Autism over there in Lamarck, but just calm down a little bit. All right. Folks, look, we've touched on a lot of the shows that are coming into this great city. We're an international city, so we can't wait to greet all of our international fans out there. Folks, all these companies are coming down here to the Great South, and we call this the Dirty Third down here. The Dirty Third Coast. You know how we do. But, you know, we're gonna really appreciate the fact that our fans are coming from as far away as Australia, the UK, the Ukraine, Canada, all the way over India, all the way over from Japan, Mexico, Puerto Rico. Folks, you know,
South America as well.
we're just becoming a magnet.
For insurance purposes.
Exactly. And folks, we're coming a magnet, and we appreciate all the folks that come into here, into our great city, and you know, just want to share wrestling with us, folks. These shows are going to be, I know, a little bit trying to get from one to the other. We've given you so much this year to actually think about where to send yourself and actually land. But you know, we just want to let y'all know that the Body Slam Media Productions with Koby Rutland and CEO Big Ramp Enterprise, Kenneth Wade, and myself, Full Corner Photography CEO John Paul. You know, we really do appreciate everybody coming down this way and, you know, supporting wrestling, period. Just supporting it as a whole.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
You couldn't even say that.
That's why I had to.
That's why he had to say it.
That's why he had to take over. But he is the better.
Yeah, you can say veteran, yeah. Not grizzled veteran, because I don't have a cigar and I don't talk about, yeah, boy, we gotta go over to the top. You go over to the top, kid. You gotta keep the kids in the crowd. Don't listen to the kids in the crowd.
Substantiated?
Never duplicated.
You know what, folks? give the people out there y'all social media stuff so they can find y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if they want to get in touch with JP, because I know you're new to Twitter and all that type of
most
stuff.
most definitely. I'm under Masked Cook at Twitter, folks.
Okay.
And then I also have Hood Mark on Facebook. You can get a hold of me on John Paul LeBlanc on Facebook, and also John Paul Luis, Luis, the French pronunciation, of course. And that's going to be Luis LeBlanc, and that's going to be where Four Corner Photography pretty much stores all of their albums. Of all the action photos from at least 57 to 65 different promotions in 8 southern states along the Gulf Coast.
Bugle Boy, what you got?
Well, of course, you can't
Oh,
forget.
those Bugle Boy jeans you want?
How'd you do? BodySlamMediaProductions.com. And of course, you can't forget Body Slam Media Productions on YouTube. That's where all the views come from. All the videos, great matches, all sorts of goodness on YouTube, Body Slam Media Productions. And of course, Body Slam Media Productions on Facebook. And you can find me, Koby Rutland, on Facebook. That's Koby. Am I on Koby on Facebook? Yes. But on Twitter,
So Kobe Bryant's not on Facebook? You really think you're the only Kobe? You serious?
He has his Kobe with an E.
But either way,
I'm like Koby, right?
you know what?
You know it really
Yes,
you
you
know
are.
it really does spell Cobb.
Yeah.
So be Kobe.
Cool. But yes, on Twitter, I get on Twitter once, maybe twice a year. BMP Media Moguls. And actually, anytime I upload a video on YouTube, it goes straight to Twitter. So, BMP Media Moguls.
And you can check out all, because he's not going to say this, you can check out all of his previous Body Slam Media production stuff on Daily Motion, because it's still up. If you on Daily Motion, he's still there.
The good news is all the old stuff's now on YouTube.
But for those of you who are still on that platform, just like check out my MySpace. We're gonna lead in with that. Check out my MySpace, Big Round 504 MySpace, and then check out my YouTube, Big Round 504 YouTube, my Instagram, Big Ramp TV, and Big Ramp on Facebook. Or just go to BigRampEnterprises.com, your #1 brand new Big Ramp Enterprises website, where you can get merch and you get the brand new Shut Your Face shirt. Wait, I'm gonna just show the Shut Your Face pop shirt. Don't show the other pop. See the other pop. Yeah, you know.
Like MySpace, what is that?
It was before your time, kid.
Think 8-track.
8-track, what's that?
Exactly.
Do-do-do.
And folks, don't forget, in 4 months you can also check out Big Ramp on the I'm Gonna Get You Sucker
2.5.
credits. He'll be in the credits.
Yeah. So that's where they put me at in movies. Like the majority of movies that I'm in the credits. Like, it's the funniest stuff in the world. Like, if you watch Black Saturday, like Google Black Saturday by Maverick Films, I'm in the credits. Like, I'm just Black Part in the credits. Just movies in the credits. Bad Lieutenant, credits.
So folks, skip the whole movie.
Jurassic World, credits. I'm in the credits.
Skip the whole movie and just come in the end.
Just watch the credits.
You'll
Yeah.
save money on popcorn and laundry.
Yeah.
Popcorn and laundry at the same time?
No.
It's called multitasking, kid. Multitasking.
Alrighty, folks. Well, I'm going to say that this was our first time doing this, and I hope that everybody out there enjoyed themselves. We're going to get a chance to get behind that camera just shortly and check out all the comments. Hopefully there's a couple, and hopefully they're not too bad. Hopefully we didn't stink up the town. But let me say this foremost. We appreciate y'all being out there, you the fans. Keep all that wrestling happening everywhere in those small burgs, those small towns, those villages, those cities. You know, we appreciate y'all coming out to help support wrestling.
And of course, I have to end it off while it's on the top of my head. The next time, all three of us will be under one roof at a show. It'll be on February 3rd in Brookhaven for Bayou Independent Wrestling.